Hello, everybody. Unfortunately, I couldn't join you last week for the Society of Arts Entrepreneurship Education annual conference, but I'm delighted to have this opportunity to participate in this conference by sharing this video talk with you. My presentation today will reflect on the experience of designing an experimental project on virtual student exchange in 2022 in the framework of the Arts Entrepreneurship model at LaSalle College of the Arts, and I will also share with you exciting updates of transforming this pilot experience in the International Summer School in International Arts Entrepreneurship that will be launched in Singapore in 2024 at the University of the Arts Singapore. Before I start my presentation, let me give you a little bit of a background about our institutional context. So the University of the Arts Singapore is Singapore's first and only arts university nurturing a new generation of forward-looking artists, designers, educators, researchers, art leaders, and changemakers. It is founded on the alliance of Singapore's pioneering and leading arts institutions, such as LaSalle College of the Arts, where I am, and Nanyang Academy of Fine Arts. In the past decade, LaSalle established its reputation as an Asia-leading contemporary arts and design institution. LaSalle provides a nurturing, interdisciplinary learning environment and offers undergraduate and graduate programs in fine arts, design communication, interior design, product design, film, animation, fashion, dance, music, theater, arts management, arts pedagogy, and practice. The idea of creating an international student exchange in the framework of arts entrepreneurship education first emerged in 2022 when I took over to coordinate an undergraduate course in arts management program, which is called Strategic and Entrepreneurial Thinking for Arts Organization. Under the pressure of border closure and significantly decreasing students' mobility due to the pandemic crisis, the module incorporated a virtual student exchange component to meet its learning outcomes, expectations, and objectives. So the original model was redesigned to accommodate international teamwork of students from 4 different countries: Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Japan, to develop creative startup business proposals. Through teleconference technologies and integrative curriculum design, the model facilitated international collaboration of students to equip them with knowledge and skills to start up an international arts business and expose them to social responsibilities and business ethics principles in the arts as applied in different relevant countries. The model draws on the academic collaborative infrastructure developed across arts universities in Asia and Europe, which is known as a Shared Campus Initiative. Shared Campus is a cooperation platform for international education formats and research networks established by 13 leading international arts universities, schools, and colleges. The platform is designed around themes of international relevance with a distinct focus on transcultural issues and cross-disciplinary collaboration. Based on these partnerships, it was easy to engage several programs across 4 universities in Asia that included Hong Kong Baptist University, Kyoto Seika University, and Taipei National University of the Arts. The programs that participated in the virtual student exchange included both master's and bachelor degrees across different arts disciplines, from music business to arts management and to entertainment industries. The model included 3 key delivery modes. First, lectures were conducted via Zoom by LaSalle scholar-in-residence, globally recognized academic and thought leader in the field, Dr. Lidia Varbanova, the author of the monograph International Entrepreneurship in the Arts. Tutorial mode offered focused practical sessions via Zoom with Singapore-based successful art business practitioner Kenneth Tang, founder of the gallery Atelier Art and Vasuka Art Company, which actually expanded to China in the midst of the COVID pandemic in 2020. Finally, we schedule 1 hour of virtual group work in the student calendars, so they could spend at least 1 hour with their peers online each week at the time of their convenience to work on the project together. As a result, 8 international groups worked together throughout the whole semester on their creative startup business proposals. On the day of the pitch event, we formed an international jury of experts to assess student business proposals pitches to give them a valuable feedback. As you can see on the screen, the international jury included academics and practitioners from around 5 countries. Our academic colleagues from partner universities were impressed by the results of students' business proposals and the quality of their pitches and their resourcefulness and creativity of students' ideas. As a sign of the success of the pilot project was a decision of Colin Gore, who is the CEO of the Rice Company Limited, who was also on the jury committee. He decided to invest in one of the students' projects, which is called Quiddity Creative Placemaking Consultancy Company. Operating in the arts placemaking business in Singapore and regionally, the company was eager to support the students' ideas to give them a chance to develop their proposal further and test their propositions in the real life business environment. Though the pilot project was a great success and really was instrumental to indicate a great interest in the topic of international arts entrepreneurship in the region, as well as it validated the proposition that the summer school idea is quite attractive and viable, it also became a foundational learning journey for involved instructors and academics. Specifically, we evidenced that virtual environment with online meetings is very limited, and these limitations negatively affect the group social dynamic and team building. This becomes even more critical in working in the context of international communication, bringing students from sometimes very contrasting academic and social environments with different expectations from the learning process. When it was brought to our attention that some groups work much better together than others, we tried to help students to overcome the crisis of international negotiations by providing additional special training in cross-cultural communication and international online team building. And we offered students some tips on how to navigate the complexity of international misunderstandings that they faced throughout their experience. So these learning points in our journey, however, only reinforced the original idea to develop an international summer school in international arts entrepreneurship, which we envision to offer a dedicated space to support the ideation of new business ventures and social enterprise operating on international level. The summer school aims to equip participants with skills and knowledge needed to survive and thrive as emerging artists, designers, digital creatives, and practitioners from across different visual, performing, and media art fields. This 3 weeks long summer school will provide a hands-on educational program which will focus on the creation, evaluation, development, and launch readiness of international creative arts businesses and social ventures. Working in cross-disciplinary and multicultural groups, students will be guided through the new venture creation process as applied to their team-selected ideas and propositions, aiming to contribute to social innovation to benefit stakeholders and audiences across borders. In the conditions of increasing globalization and digitalization of our society, arts entrepreneurship as a practice is progressively acquiring an international dimension. New international business models are constantly developing, tapping on existing opportunities in the interconnected world under the pressure of expanding gig economies and devastating disruptions caused by COVID-19 pandemic, especially in the arts sector. There is a growing need and demand in higher education to equip students with skills and knowledge needed to survive in this very unstable economies, to sustain their creative practices and make an impact not only on the local but also on the global level. The summer school will offer interactive lectures led by invited guest speakers from across the world, focused case studies from Singapore and beyond, and facilitated peer activities for students to explore the key elements of international venture planning process, considering economic, social, and legal context in Europe, Asia, and North America. The summer school will teach students to utilize the concept of design and art thinking in developing their entrepreneurial ideas and solutions. Together, these approaches provide a distinctive way of using entrepreneurship to address wicked societal and environmental problems. As with design thinking, art thinking uses key principles from artistic creation to help imagine the future and generate new sources of value. While design thinking focuses on users' expectations and needs to benefit from a human perspective in designing workable solutions, art thinking is a way of identifying the right questions, understanding wider contexts, and tracking future development direction. Furthermore, the school will employ the language and epistemic models of artists and creatives to explain processes of business model development, global customer discovery, product market validation, in-depth industry and market analysis, to appeal first of all to young generation of artists and creatives to make sense of the business activities that might seem so alien to them. So developing this creative and visual language to put together these business proposals is very important that we will be delivering in the school. As a result, we expect students to develop an entrepreneurial mindset, to design a creative enterprise, and to be able to assess the value of artistic creativity, disruptive innovation, and cultural leadership in the context of arts entrepreneurship. We also envision the school to be an empowering step not only for learning and broadening students' international horizons to explore a wider spectrum of opportunities in the creative career development, but also to acquire confidence, knowledge, and skills to develop their own businesses. And the best teams and students from the summer school would be supported on going for international business accelerators, which we believe will be quite helpful for students to make further steps in their entrepreneurial journeys. We invite all interested students to be a part of our summer school to emulate the entrepreneurial environment in the real life scenario. We would like their composition of summer school students to be really diverse and inclusive. Students from any degree level, from BA to PhD, are welcome to join, as well as to bring on board their diversity of their educational, artistic, and professional backgrounds. And students pursuing or just finish their degrees in fine arts, music, museum studies, performance, or entertainment management, and the list goes on, would definitely make a great fit for the school international community. We would be very appreciative if you have a chance to share the summer school information with your students and encourage them to apply. During the 3 weeks in Singapore, students will not only get a chance to learn the specific of strategic and operational management of a creative startup, as well as explore financial and legal issues in arts business pertaining to their countries of summer school's students' origins. More importantly, they will participate in 3 laboratories that will offer them a unique opportunity to practice new skills and knowledge in interdisciplinary international teams with their peers. So these labs include our cross-cultural negotiation lab, interdisciplinary creative ideas lab, artist versus design thinking, as well as product design lab. And finally, every day students will enjoy guided tours, field trips, and site visits to explore Singapore, not merely as tourists, but as investigators in the creative business sector, with facilitated meetings with key arts organizations and representatives from the creative tech sector. The inaugural summer school will take place in Singapore from July 24 until 11th of August in 2024. And the cost of participation is about 2,500 Singapore dollars. That includes both accommodation and program fees. Students will receive 56 contact hours of learning and interactive participation in the classroom at LASALLE, and will also benefit from 30 contact hours in total for social activities, networking, and enrichment. We believe that the school will provide an unforgettable experience for international students, especially those who will come to visit Singapore the first time. It is really a very dynamic, modern, culturally vibrant, and welcoming city that offers a rich cultural scene, a highly multicultural environment, and diverse experiences that can satisfy the taste of any traveler or explorer. So please do come and visit us in Singapore. Thank you for your attention today, and I hope that my presentation was not only useful and interesting, but also inspiring and attractive for further development of international collaborations and joint initiatives in international arts entrepreneurship. So I'm really happy to discuss the summer school further within this conference space and even beyond. And please feel free to reach out and connect if you have any questions, or you are interested to learn more about the summer school, or you would like to request promo materials to share with your students, or you simply want to explore opportunities for future collaborations. So I'm very, very open for all these kind of engagements. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and thank you so much again.